That pulled up. Can you wait a minute? I'll pull up.
I'm listening to my wife criticizing me for checking my hair in every broadcast. How are you guys doing? We just arrived.
Criticizing?
Yes,
Just
that's what it
laughing
feels
at
like.
you, dear.
Honey, it feels like criticism. Here, I'll sit next to you. So
Oh
that
no, he's leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm sitting next to you.
Oh, how nice.
This is what happens when you have editing. All right. So we just arrived in the UK. We've been flying all night. Annabelle, great wife that she is, just moved all our luggage to the appropriate room.
Because we had to have a temporary room so we could sleep all day because we had 3 hours sleep on the plane.
We don't want to bore you with
Look,
the trivia.
this man. Have to take good care of him.
But listen. We're in the UK, and we had a great meeting tonight with the city leaders
Very
in Chester.
cool. Extremely good.
Chester is a city that was originally occupied by Julius Caesar as the forwardmost military apostolic base against the Druids. So it has historic first century apostolic DNA about it. The amphitheater, we went to the amphitheater today where Christians were literally thrown to the animals, to the lions and to wild beasts and killed. You can still see the amphitheater here in Chester, England. It's survived. The pubs that are here were right through the period of Wesley, Whitfield. Literally, the street, cobblestone streets is the place that these guys preached on. There's such history here. But it's a secondary city, which is so critical, because when God wants to move, you'll notice, in great revivals, they frequently start, like in Pasadena or someplace which is a subset of a bigger city. Then it moves towards the big city. And I really think that Chester is one of those places. Well, we met with some key leaders tonight. What do you think? How'd it go?
I think it went really well. I think they have beautiful synergy, and they already have a love fest in their leadership team, and they have 2 generations, so they have older, more wise men and younger millennial kind of age people. But you know what? They work beautifully together, and I think that they have a lot of anticipation for what's going to be released this weekend.
So what we're looking at is apostolic hubs. We have got to go into this conversation. Apostolic hubs, micro churches, and the whole battle for a fresh reformation. We're talking reformation, but America, I don't think America's going to lead this next thing. I mean, I want to say that we will. I think we still haven't figured out what's going on with Donald Trump. We're still waiting for a renewal of the revival flow of Toronto and signs, wonders, and miracles on the streets. We're still kind of like we're not as aggressive in pursuing the next model of apostolic architecture as the UK is, because in Europe they're in a battle of redefinition that's happening right now. And you see it with the Brexit, and you see it with a lot of the Islamification of immigration going on. There's a real awareness here that there's a battle for the definition of the meaning of culture. And that's where Christianity comes in to help sheep nations arise. So I put a link there for you, because this is going to be a live incubator, a live think tank. And I want you to be able to be in the meetings, and it's really cheaply priced, so it's not like our usual, $300 type links for
it comes out to like $24.
Yeah, it's really inexpensive.
Euros,
but it's cutting edge content. Taking the best of what we did in our Orlando meeting, I'm going to be sharing with them, and then we're going to do Q&A and work with these leaders, and literally you're going to be right there at ringside, at you'll be at the table as we're incubating and co-creating the architecture of something which is evolving as a movement in Europe, coming into the UK, coming into Chester. If you can get to the Chester meetings, by all means, click on the link and find out where that location is. I haven't been there yet. But the meetings are open to the public. Last time I came here, there was such a revival, such miracles, such presence. And I think, who was the singer that I like from Morning Star? Yeah.
Oh, she going to be here? I'll click on the
No,
link.
she was here last time. There's Annie. Her husband's Iranian. Oh, you know.
Oh, you talking about Susie?
Susie, that's right, Susie. I thought I was saying Annie.
Oh my gosh, this man is jet lagged. He just spoke all night articulately, so give him a little slack.
So anyway, Susie, but there was such a presence in the meetings that I said I've got to come back.
Favorite. I love her.
So just get ready, because there's going to be real impartation. And of course, now I'm going to be meeting at 4 a.m. your time, and you're going to be sleeping in when I'm meeting. But
a little 6-hour difference.
Catch the link so that you're within 24 hours on the loop. I want to read your comments. I want you to pray with me. I want us to work together. If you're in Europe, get your friends to Chester. Sheep nations are rising. The voice of God, the lion shall roar again in England. That's the word of the Lord.
That's cool.
The Lord has been telling me England shall recover its voice, and Europe will hear the roar of the lion. Bam! That's the word of the Lord for England. And we're gonna be working on how this unfolds in a fresh, like the Methodist movement, like Wilberforce.
Right.
We're gonna see a fresh movement of God architecting its way. Literally, these guys are movement people coming together. So I just wanted to tell you that.
Well, Mark and Nick said it's only an hour flight to Liverpool from Amsterdam. So a lot of people, like Europe is also close to each other, you know?
I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize it. So I even just told our friend Martin. He's like, I have other plans. You should have told me quicker. But that's the point. Like,
Martin's making excuses.
no, shut up. Hi, Joyman, Patton. I see you over there. Oh, this is going to be so good. Actually, a lot of the leaders here are going to be speaking too. So you're going to get to hear what's going on in the real forming of all these ideas.
All right. Well, it's revival in the atmosphere, and I want you on the live link. Get the live feel within the same couple of hours that the meetings are happening. So click on the link, and I look forward to seeing what you think with the link.
The Lancelot link. It's the secret.
It's the link, secret chip.
See how old you guys really are.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys know what we're talking about. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.